Go.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
We're back. We're here
All right.
again.
Patreon episode.
We're here. We're ready. It's been a long time since we've done one of these.
Yeah, we haven't
got
really we haven't really done an episode.
Got a lot of catching up to do, man.
All of our bullshit. I love watching television. I love it.
You watched any
I love watching
television since we
TV.
last talked? Did you finish Mr. Show yet?
When I say television, I just mean like, no, I didn't finish Mr. Show. When I say television, I don't mean like TV shows. I just mean like the television, like just the television. You know, I love watching
the TV
television.
itself.
Yeah, the TV itself. I love watching things on it. I love when things appear on the screen and move around and talk. I love it. It's so good. It's so good in my brain, in my eyes. I like it when the lights beam into my eyes and into my brain. It feels good. Yummy.
Speaking of television, I have watched almost no television since we last talked.
Movies are better.
I mean, it's true. I think I've watched 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're basically on vacation, right? This past week, you were basically on vacation.
So I watched 15 movies. That's what I did during my vacation.
Yeah, that's good. That's you're going vacation mode.
I mean, the only TV I watched is I watched the first 2 episodes of Stranger Things. It's definitely the best season. Giving them more time to like do their shit has helped a lot. Although we haven't gone back to it yet. So I think I already talked about this, but I did watch the first episode of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
We haven't gone back to that yet. We started watching Futurama, which I had
I watched it in high school.
I had never seen it before. I'd seen like a couple of episodes, you know, like here and there, but I've never sat down and watched it. It's actually quite entertaining. It's a lot better than I thought it would be. I enjoy the experience. It's definitely just like one of the shows that you turn on and chill, you know.
I watched that in high school and I liked it, but for me, I'm more of a Simpsons boy. I like Simpsons. I'm a big fan. Yeah.
I feel that. But what have you been watching, Andrew? What have you been up to?
Well, look, I'll just go through it and like, well, look, I saw a bunch of movies in theaters this week. You know, I guess one I'll mention real quick was I saw the 4K transfer 35 millimeter of The Conversation at the Art Museum.
Mm-hmm.
Great movie. Francis Ford Coppola. It was the movie that, of course, he made between the first and second Godfather movie.
Mm-hmm.
Great movie. The second time I've seen it. You know, just incredible. Great film. Looked great. I liked it more the second time, but there are things about it that I liked less. I think that some of the plot stuff kind of was a little bit more, showed its cracks a little bit for me the second time around. I won't get into it. Yeah. But I will say that like the thing that I think made it even more is that because I wasn't focusing too much on that stuff, because I know what happens, I focused way more into kind of like the main character played by Gene Hackman, Harry Call, which I think is one of the greatest movie characters of all time. He's written amazingly. He's acted incredibly. Gene Hackman, amazing.
One of the greats.
So it was nice to really be able to kind of like sit in and focus in on that character because it feels so like well developed and it feels so like his arc is just feels so just like incredible, and just the journey that the character goes on is just incredible, and he's super complicated and kind of, but he's super complicated and closed off early on, and then he opens up more and all these different things happen throughout. And yeah, like if there's any reason to watch it, it's it is to see that great character and great performance of Harry Call. The story is so good, and from a visual and sound aspect, it's also fantastic. But yeah, that character is so good. Love it. Yeah, to kind of get into it, you also saw Crimes of the Future. I saw it too. Saw it in theaters. And I really loved it.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
I I have a lot of
It's
things
hilarious.
to
It's
say.
super funny.
It it is. There's the thing about Crimes of the Future that I think I like less than Videodrome. I mean, of course, he's had like 40 years of work between the two films, so certainly a more established director. First of all, let me just say that like there's like 10 production slides that come on before the movie, which means
Yeah, that's
like
just how these movies are made now. Like they
which
have to
is
be
good
made
for
in
him though.
Greece. They
Like that
have to be
means he like
made
had
in.
to like I mean the amount of work that would have to go into convincing all these different production companies to put in like a couple $100,000 maybe into this
It's just
film
too
to
bad that
finally
he
get
has to
made.
do that.
Oh yeah,
It
it's
just fuck.
fucking
It's just too
sucks.
it's too fucking bad that like David Cronenberg has to do that instead of just being like bankrolled by like a really
I mean, it's insane.
hefty
He's like one
studio.
of the. I mean, like every one of his films is shown at Cannes. Like I don't
Yeah.
understand why it should not be. I mean, good for Cronenberg to still be able to make these films and the fact that people are backing him. But like, it should not be this hard for him to make a film. Like fucking John Favreau just goes to Disney, and John Favreau is fine, but like maybe give the Cronenbergs of the world a little more credit here. And sure, Crimes of the Future isn't going to be a $1 billion film, but it's just lame that that's the kind of things that he has to go through. But all the respect to him. And as far as the film itself goes, I think it has a lot of really interesting ideas, but in a lot of ways, it feels more like a pilot episode of a TV show than it does a film. Not in the sense of like, it's not visually stunning and the performances aren't great. All those things, it is great performances. It is visually stunning. Sound effects, of course, as always, are great. But it reminds me of this interview that the guy who made Nebraska and
Alexander Payne.
Downsizing, yeah, Alexander Payne, he talked about, after making Downsizing, he kind of felt like that film was a failure. And I don't know if you've seen Downsizing, Andrew, or any of our audience, but the thing about Downsizing, it has a really good premise, but the problem is it keeps bringing up new premises, and so nothing feels finished by the end of the film. And with Crimes of the Future, I kind of feel the same way, which is there's a lot of really great ideas, but the more the film goes on, the more ideas that are brought up and the more things that are happening. And it might just be that, Cronenberg's got all these things going on. And maybe if he had more money, right, he would have made a longer film. But it just feels like there's all these brilliant ideas, all these crazy things, and nothing feels finished to me in the end. There just feels like a lot of loose ends. It feels like, and there's nothing wrong with moving from uh, topic to topic to topic. I mean, I love all the crazy ideas, and there's nothing wrong with kind of just ending a film very quickly, as Cronenberg does in a lot of his films. All the respect to all those things, but honestly, my big complaint with Crimes of the Future is it feels like it should have been a much longer film. Like there's just a lot of open-ended questions here. So maybe that's purposeful. Maybe that was his intent, or maybe he just didn't have the funding to make a longer film. But by the end of the film, I just had more questions than answers, and I left the film a bit frustrated in that sense because I wanted to learn more about the plastics and his work with the police or detectives or whatever. And I would have loved a lot more with Kristen Stewart. I just felt like there's a lot of things in here that I wish there was more of.
Yeah, I think your criticisms are valid. I wish it was a little longer too. It kind of ends abruptly. Yeah, Kristen Stewart kind of like disappears by the end of the movie too. Like
Yeah.
it turns out she's like working with like the cops or whatever, and it's revealed, and you're like, oh, and then you never see her again. Um, and yeah, like I agree with you. I wish the movie was a little longer, had more meat. But I still like it. I still think that it has I still think it scratches an itch for me,
Yeah.
where and it has like amazing moments and like a really good cast too. I just think I really like the surgery as performance thing, and also they
Mhm.
talk about like surgery being the new sex. I love
Yeah.
all that shit. All that shit is so much fun to watch and listen to. um and yeah, like this idea of literally like we have organs. This Vigo's like he plays that character who's organs are he wants to remove them, so he makes it like a big art spectacle every
Mm.
time. And but like and then he talks, and the guy that he talks to, saying like, maybe your body's trying to tell you something, like maybe you shouldn't do it, maybe you should let it happen, which I think is interesting. um Kristen Stewart was good. I love like her fucking like weird finicky thing. I could see some
Yeah.
people like watching it and being it like, yeah, she was like cringy in it. Like I feel like that would be like a descriptor someone would make, like a normal person would
Mm.
make, and just say like, her perform. She was like really cringy in it. I liked it.
I liked it too.
I like how everybody's like really appears very nervous and weird in the
Yeah.
movie, which I like. Leah Seydoux is really good in it too. I love like her reaction when she sees like the dead corpse of the boy in the freezer. Like her reaction feels really real. Like she like starts like crying and stuff. It's like that felt really real.
Mm.
I don't know. I think yeah, like I completely agree with you, but I think that like everything in between the movie, I think, and the detective stuff is a little weird. It's like he's working with the cops, and like felt like it wasn't like super, I don't know, fleshed out. But other
Mm.
than that, like I think everything in between is really fun to watch and explore. And it's a movie that looks disgusting. Like all the like buildings that they
Sure does.
occupy is disgusting and
Yep.
fucked up and horrible. And yeah, I love like people can't eat properly now. Like they have to have like these um Josh Lewis from he's the Letterbox user, one of my favorite ones. He writes really good reviews. He wrote that like Crimes of the Future is like those who like Crash, Existenz, and Dead Ringers will probably like this one. And I love all three of those movies a lot. Existenz is like his gamer movie. It's about like
Okay.
a virtual reality gaming thing that people plug
Okay.
themselves into, and the gaming like peripheral, like the console or thing or whatever, it kind of looks like the technology in Crimes of the Future a lot, where it's
Oh,
like
okay.
looks like it's made of like bones and organs and stuff.
Yeah.
So I love seeing that stuff again. I think that stuff looks really good. Like they have to sit in these high chairs, like in Crimes of the Future, and like moves them around. It's like super weird. And like Dead Ringers is about surgery, so there's a lot of that shit in it. And of course Crash as well, kind of like, you know surgery is a new sex, and car crashes are the new sex,
Yeah. It's
yeah. So I like all three of those movies, so kind of like seeing those kinds of like all ideas from those movies displayed once again is just like I can't help it, I love it.
good for Cronenberg. Hopefully he keeps making them until he can't make movies anymore. Until the day he goes. I hope a real
It's really
Agnes
old.
Verda who's making movies. I mean, she made movies until like the day she died. Like she's in her 90s and fucking
You've only
making
seen
movies.
three, right?
Yeah, I've only seen Crimes of the
It's
Future, Brood,
crazy.
and Videodrome. I was gonna watch The Fly, but I couldn't find it anywhere. And I was also gonna watch The Crash, but I also couldn't find that anywhere. I didn't have to pay
Those
for
are
it. I wasn't gonna pay for it. But
Crash doesn't really, it's a rare movie. It came out on Criterion recently. That's like
okay.
one Criterion Blu-ray I need to get immediately, like the second I can afford it, because I love
Yeah.
that movie very much. um yeah. Maybe check your library or something, maybe they'll have The Fly or something.
Oh, yeah, you're
um
right. They might. I'll go. Maybe. Yeah. I will look into this. I will certainly.
but
So I
this
want
past
to.
week, like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sorry,
No,
continue, sorry.
no, no, no. Go ahead. I didn't have anything good to say.
Well, I was just gonna say that like I did like fill in some Cronenberg holes
Hmm.
that I just like, I thought I might as well watch a couple things that I haven't seen by him. I watched A History of Violence, written by Josh Olson. It's like
Okay.
this movie's insane. It's like it's not a body horror movie. That's the thing about like his 21st century material. Like Cronenberg, all of his movies aren't like necessarily body horror movies. Like he kind
Oh.
of his movies are sometimes his movies are just regular dramas. In History of Violence, the only body horror in it is a guy gets shot in the face, and it's like a shot of him like on the ground with his face blown out, and there's like blood
Gross.
and like guts everywhere.
Yeah.
But other than that, like that's like the body horror in it.
Uh huh.
um it's like it kind of reminded me of that Orwell movie The Stranger.
Okay. Yeah.
it's like Vigo. He like lives like in Indiana. He lives in a small town in Indiana. It could literally be
Hey.
anywhere though. It's in Indiana. It might as well just be in the middle of any state, any state
Yeah.
in the Midwest. Like there's no defining features. They probably filmed it in California, like a
Pennsylvania.
small town in California,
Yeah. Or
anywhere.
California. Yeah.
Actually, he goes to Philadelphia at the end of the movie, but I won't
Oh,
spoil
okay.
anything. But like, yeah, he's like a dad and a husband, but he used to work for the mob, and
Oh,
he like saves he has like a diner, and some guys try to rob it, and he's like really good at killing people, so he kills
awesome.
them, and then he's in the news and stuff, and it causes a bunch of attention. um this shit is like it's crazy because it's like it's filmed, no joke, like a sports small town sports like underdog movie, like Hoosiers or like Remember the Titans or something like that. Like the way that everything is lit, it feels very like the music
Yeah.
too. Everything is like lit and everything looks and sounds like one of those movies from that period. I'm
Awesome.
assuming that this is completely like meant to be, right?
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
because it's like has this like small town sentimentality to it, and then like tons of people just start getting fucking killed and shot in the face. It's kind of like an underlying violence kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
Great movie, really good. I recommend it. It was a good 21st century Cronenberg film. And then I watched Cosmopolis starring Robert
Okay.
Pattinson,
Mm.
another really weird movie from him. No body horror. It's like a movie about Robert Pattinson. He's like a billionaire hedge fund manager, and he's
Okay.
trying to get from one side of New York City to the other to get a haircut. And he's like traveling in his limousine. So
Okay.
it's based off a Don DeLillo novel. Now, I haven't read a Don DeLillo novel before, but I watched it with Delilah, and Delilah has read Don DeLillo before. And
Okay.
DeLillo's dialogue, I think there's a reason why no one has ever. That's why I like Cronenberg. He does this. He really like adapts challenging literary material,
Mm-hmm.
and like Crash and Naked Lunch
Yeah.
and uh, Cosmopolis. I see why people don't really make Don DeLillo movies or anything like that, because his dialogue is really weird. His dialogue is it like completely fucks with your brain. The way that people talk is very strange, and it's really hard to describe.
Okay.
Um, I, I don't know. You have to see it to believe it. It doesn't make any sense. I can imagine like people talk like transactionally almost. Like everybody kind of talks monotonely,
Uh-huh.
and the way that people talk, they talk in these like almost like mini monologues about like their lives in the world, but they're talking to
Okay.
each other.
Yeah. Very
It's
prose.
very, very specific. Um, and the movie almost feels like a play, kind of.
Yeah.
Uh, it, yeah, it's just great movie. Really good. But if you don't like that Don DeLillo dialogue, you're not gonna like this. I can imagine, like in 2012 or something like that. I can imagine like
Yeah.
teenagers or
2012.
something being like, "Oh, Rob Pattinson, he's
Rob
in this
Pat.
movie. We should go see it." And it's just like completely indecipherable, fucking Don DeLillo shit. Uh, you know, um, yeah, but it's good. And what was the next Cronenberg I saw that I liked? Yeah, the last one that I watched was M Butterfly, which is kind of like a recapitulation of Madame Butterfly, the play, I think.
Okay.
Another really weird, unexpected feature from him. Very strange. Not gonna really get into any story specifics. Jeremy Irons is in it, is really good.
Sweet.
It's like kind of like it's kind of his movie about Orientalism a little bit,
Okay.
imperialism as well. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not really gonna get into it, but it's really weird. It's weird, but touching and beautiful. It's a very touching, beautiful movie, and devastating. So yeah, honestly, I've never seen like a really bad Cronenberg movie. There's some that I don't care for.
Mm-hmm.
Um, honestly, yeah, there's maybe like a couple that were just okay, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good track record. But I haven't seen all of his movies.
He's got a
There's
lot.
still some I haven't seen. Yeah, I'm almost done though. I've probably, I think I have to watch like 5 more of his features, and then I'm completely finished with his work.
Nice.
Um, yeah, 5 or 6. So yeah, he's one of my favorite directors. He's so good. I always have like a really good time, really weird, kind of confusing time with his movies. They always seem to surprise me in some kind of way.
Yeah. Hey, that's great. So I was with my family this week. So
Hmm.
we watched a ton of movies because we were on vacation. So we were watching. I mean, there were days where I watched like 3 movies in a day, and
Yep.
we watched the exact
Vacation mode.
opposite of vacation of. Like we watched like the easiest, simplest movies that are like
That's
were
fair.
pretty big when we were kids, but for one reason or another, I'd never like seen them all the way through, but I'd seen like parts before. So like
Mhm.
some of Andy Samberg stuff, like Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison, I saw for the first time. Billy Madison is bad, and anyone who doesn't think it's bad is wrong. It's a bad movie. It's
Okay,
not
okay.
good.
So here's the thing. I'm gonna get into it right now. I've been going Adam Sandler mode this week as well. I've been doing
Yeah.
like I went David Cronenberg mode these past like week and a half or so. And I've also been going Adam Sandler mode. So I watched a bunch of fucking Adam Sandler movies because yeah, I had never seen a lot of them.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. Billy Madison, I don't think it's a terrible movie. It's like for me, it's like a 5 out of 10 experience. I just when he does that voice, it's really annoying. When he does
So
like that
it
voice in
is.
his movies, it sucks bad.
It's
I like when
bad.
he does his regular voice.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, Billy Madison. I just think it's like okay. Um, I like the Norm Macdonald bits.
Norm
I like the
Macdonald's
Norm
great.
Macdonald.
He's always great.
I, I really like Norm Macdonald. I like the Steve Buscemi cameo in that one a lot too. That one
Also
is really,
great.
really
There's
funny.
some great moments. Yeah.
Um, there's some good moments, and yeah, just like, but yeah, that movie is like really weird and confusing. But Happy Gilmore is a much better movie.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Happy Gilmore, very enjoyable experience. Like it's a legitimately good film. I mean, uh
No, it's good.
it's funny, it's sincere, it's
It's pretty
silly,
consistent all the way through too,
it's
in terms of
consistent.
its like quality and story and things going on.
Yeah. It doesn't take itself too seriously, but it's not like a cash grab, kind of like some of Adam Sandler's like what 2000s ish stuff, which is just
I would
like
say like 2010 stuff, which I also
yeah.
watched a few of.
But I mean, Happy Gilmore, it's a good time. It's a fun film. It's funny. Adam Sandler, I genuinely think is a good actor, and especially when he does his serious performances, which I guess at this point people have kind of caught on to. But Happy Gilmore is good. We also watched a lot of things of that same vein. So like we watched Anchorman for the first time, which is it's
Sorry.
fine. We saw what's another
Whenever
one?
I think of Anchorman, by the way, um, nowadays like there's this YouTube channel called Mega 64. They make like comedy
Mm-hmm.
videos about
Yeah.
video games, and they have a podcast. And on the podcast, they'll sometimes and well, it's like 3 or 4 guys, and they all grew up and live in San Diego. They're from there. They live there. You know, they have families there. They're going to live there forever.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Anchorman takes place in San Diego. They make fun of San Diego, like the whale's vagina thing. And whenever that movie is brought up, they always roll their eyes because they're just like, I fucking hate when I tell someone I'm from San Diego and they have to reference that movie. Apparently, I don't know if this is still I might be misremembering or maybe it's changed.
Yeah.
Apparently, when you arrive at the San Diego airport, there's like a really big like poster or something of Will Ferrell's Anchorman that says like "Welcome to San Diego" or some shit like that, and they're just like, I fucking hate that so much. I fucking hate that like they're just like completely pissed off that like
That's so funny.
that movie has such a connection to the city, even though they really feel like it has nothing to do with their city at all.
Yeah. No, I love that. That makes me laugh. That's great. I also watched a Richard Linklater movie, but not one of his good ones. Where'd You Go, Bernadette?
I could have
It's
told you that was bad. I didn't see it,
yeah.
but I already know it's bad.
Oh, I knew it would
Who
be bad,
cares?
but it was not good. Emily had read the book, and books. I hear the book's okay. We actually have it somewhere in our library, but just very pointless. And there's this like monologue that runs through it all, like a like a voiceover, and it's bad, and you don't really care
That's
about
cool.
anyone, and nothing really happens, and it's not worth the experience. It's definitely disappointing, because Richard Linklater. The thing about Richard Linklater is he has some real hits, and then he has some not so hits, and this
Like
is
Boyhood
definitely
sucks. Boyhood
yeah.
isn't very good. Not a fan of that one movie. It's all right.
What'd you say, Emily? What? Where'd you go, Bernadette? Yeah, as Emily said, the movie is kind of trash. So, Emily's real takes. We what else we watched? We watched Brie Larson's Unicorn Store.
Oh,
It wasn't terrible. It was fine. It's like it wasn't bad. It wasn't good necessarily. It's just like your very typical like indie art film. Like there's nothing really going on there. Samuel L. Jackson's in it. He's fun. Well, yeah, you're right. It was
cool.
a little boring. But Emily watched a worse movie, which I would argue the worst movie we saw this week, other than Billy Madison. No, this is worse. Is The Hating Game. I saw the beginning and the end, and that's all I needed. It was a Hallmark movie. It's just like a high budget
Okay,
Hallmark movie. It's
that's cool.
really bad. Like it's not. No, Billy Madison is trash, Emily. Are you going to come in here and join the podcast, or are you just going to yell from the
It's okay.
bedroom? Anyways, but the best movie I saw in these past 2 weeks. What? No, it was not Dodgeball. Dodgeball's okay. The thing about Dodgeball is it actually is a funny movie, but it's also very sexist.
All these Sandler movies are like that. What do you mean? There's a
I don't
couple
think
that
Happy
aren't.
Gilmore is. Happy Gilmore is okay.
Isn't.
Billy
Madison.
Madison
I also watched 2 out of 3 of the Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore trifecta. I watched Wedding Singer and 50 First Dates,
Wedding
and
Singer,
I liked both of those quite a bit.
Yeah, they're fun. See, I told you you'd like Wedding Singer. Emily loves Wedding Singer. It's a good time. It's just like a fun movie.
Totally fine. Yeah, it's a fun movie. I honestly too I like Drew Barrymore a lot. She's actually like really good in both those movies. She's like a really good she's just like a normal person, she's not like a supermodel. Like Adam Sandler loves to cast supermodels, and he always likes to have like supermodels as his wife in a lot of these movies. And Drew Barrymore is completely normal. She's like really cute in The Wedding Singer. She's really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's a fun time. But the actual best movie I watched these last 2 weeks, I watched this 2 days ago, and it was Top Gun. I saw Top Gun for the first time. And oh my God, what a spectacular film. I mean, we had talked about it a little while ago, and I knew it'd be a good time, but my God, incredible. I mean, Tom Cruise is just an insane person, and he's great in it. And I mean, Tony Scott's directing is just off the wall. Everything is like shot during twilight hours, so everything looks absolutely beautiful. The like flying in this sky scenes are insane. Sometimes I don't really know what's going on, but it doesn't really matter. And
my brain turns off when I watch those scenes.
Yeah,
they're not my favorite, but the fighting scenes, that's just how they are. My brain turns off when I watch them, just because I'm kind of like, I don't know, they don't feel like super exciting to me. Mm-hmm. But that's like, I don't think it's a perfect movie, but I do really like it a lot.
I mean, at the very least, it's impressive. But from like a filmmaking standpoint, like the fact that they're able to do it. But I'll admit that like a lot of the time I couldn't tell who was where. Like it's hard to tell the planes apart. So it's kind of hard to tell.
I don't think they're actually, by the way, in this movie, I don't think they're actually in real planes. I think they're in a set.
But I mean, like when they shoot planes, like those planes are actually flying.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
Like,
right.
yeah, like they're like when they're in like
in the cockpit.
Yeah. I'm sure they're not.
Yeah.
Although I think in Top Gun Maverick they have a lot of shots that are like
they are
actual. They are.
which okay. I watched. Yeah, I watched. But yeah, you continue.
Uh, but otherwise, like for most of the movie, there really aren't a lot of stakes. Like it's just like a guy
No,
in
not
like
at all.
like I thought it was gonna be like not a war movie necessarily, but I thought it was gonna be like they're gonna like fight. Like it's gonna be like the first 20
It's
minutes
just
be
a
like they're in
competition. They're
school,
just yeah.
but like the whole movie
Yeah.
is just a competition. And despite that, it is so much fun. It is such a fun movie. I genuinely was clapping and laughing. I was having
It's a
the
good movie.
time of my life with this movie. It's probably the best movie I've seen in a while. I just had such a joy. And like
It's good.
a lot of the time, I don't feel disappointed that I didn't get to see the movie in theaters. Of course, it's always wonderful to see like a Citizen Kane in theaters, which I was lucky enough to do when I was in film school, and some other, and seeing Playtime and seeing that on a big screen was incredible. But this is one of the movies that I genuinely wish I could have seen on a big screen, because like just the sound design and the visuals, I mean, just to see that in large would have just been spectacular. So I am going to go see Top Gun Maverick
Yo.
probably tomorrow, because my God, was Top Gun incredible. Just
Yeah, honestly, like Top Gun's a really good movie, but honestly, when I think about like Tony Scott directed features,
mhm.
yeah, I think he has better movies. I
Okay.
think he's made better movies.
I think I'm gonna jump into this Tony Scott world, because my God,
Honestly, if you liked Top Gun, you might as well watch Days of Thunder.
Days
It's
of Thunder.
basically Top Gun. Tom Cruise is in it. It's basically Top Gun, but with race cars.
Okay.
It's basically the same movie, but yeah, like it's exciting, it's fast, it's very 80s music video kind of thing.
Tom Cruise.
Good cast. Tom Cruise, yes, he's like he does a thing where he's like he's a really great race car driver, but he doesn't have a lot of control and he makes mistakes and he gets people in danger. Yeah, honestly, like if you like Top Gun, you might as well, if and you want to watch more Tony Scott, just watch Days of Thunder because it's just kind of the same vibe.
Awesome. I think I'm gonna go on a Tony Scott blitz, because that was just it
His
was
movies
just
are
too
really
much fun.
fun.
Yeah.
His movies are really fun. I found out recently that I didn't know about this, but he committed suicide. He jumped off a bridge in Los Angeles, which I had no idea
Really?
about. Yeah. I was like very shocked by that. I was like, wow, I didn't realize that he did that. Of course, he's the brother of Ridley Scott.
Yeah. Wow.
He rocks.
That's
But yeah, I did see Top Gun Maverick in theaters. That was another movie I saw.
and was it
I'm
a
not going to
blast?
go into I'm not going to go into like I'm not going to talk a lot about it just because I think when you see it, we'll want to talk about it a lot together.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it rocked. It was really fucking good. Um, I think it's a little bit better than the first Top Gun.
Okay.
Um, I think it's just a slightly better movie. But both movies have just different experiences. They kind of both
Sure.
bring kind of like a specific experience. Much less gay than the first movie. Top Gun is a very homoerotic movie. This
There
movie was
is.
less so.
Oh, that's a little disappointing. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a little disappointing, but the action and the flying
Insane.
was better, much better, very exciting, very
Who
fun to watch.
who directed the second one?
Joseph
Joseph.
Kosinski.
Okay. I don't think I've seen Tron Legacy. That's about it.
That movie rocks. I've seen Oblivion. I saw the movie recently, and that movie was all right.
Yeah. He doesn't have a lot of features. He's still pretty new to the.
He's got a brand new movie out on Netflix that just came out like a couple days ago. That's based off a George Saunders story called Spiderhead.
Ooh. I fucking love George
I'm guessing
Saunders.
it sucks. It looks like it sucks. I love George Saunders too, but this doesn't look good.
How far would you go to fix human nature?
But Top Gun Maverick, it rocked. It was really fucking good. It looked amazing. I'm disappointed because I wanted to see it in IMAX, but I waited too long and all the IMAX showings like tapped out. But that's okay. It still was really fucking loud in the movie theater that I went to. Watch it like, in a Cinemark or an AMC or some shit like that. Don't see it like on a small theater screen.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
But yeah, when you watch the movie, Tom Cruise thanks you. Like Tom Cruise is like he does like actually this happened when I went to see Jackass 4 earlier this year at the theater. Johnny Knoxville and Steve-O are like, hey, thanks for coming to the movie theater to see the Jackass Forever. You know, we really thank you for watching it and all this stuff. And Tom Cruise did the same thing where right before the movie
Sweet.
starts, it's like a message of him sitting down. He's just like, hey, thanks for coming to see the movie. You know, we made the movie with real F-18s and or F-15s. I forget which one. And yeah, we just
Planes.
put a lot of hard work. So thanks for coming to seeing the movie.
That's great. I love it. Getting people into those movie theater seats. Whatever it
I love it
takes.
too because, you know, this movie I loved. Um, this movie is out at the same time, and it's like a sequel to like a very, you know, well loved 80s
Mhm,
property, Top Gun. People love
for
it.
sure.
And it's just funny seeing like reading reviews for Top Gun Maverick, which is overwhelmingly positive, like on Letterboxd.
Yeah.
And then like with the new like Jurassic movie, like it's like the complete opposite. Like you read reviews for
People
it, and it
fucking
is
hate
just,
it.
yeah, apparently it's just awful. So it's kind of funny, like, you know, it's possible to make like a really good sequel to like a, you know, a beloved 80s or 90s
Mhm.
franchise. And there are right ways to do it. And I think Top Gun Maverick is a very right way to do it, as you will
Oh
see
yeah.
when you watch it. While Jurassic World Dominion apparently is really fucking boring and shitty.
Yeah. I mean, I have not explored the world of Jurassic World yet. It's on the list. I'll get to it.
I,
And
I don't give a fuck about that shit. I've seen Jurassic
but you've seen
I've
the
seen Jurassic
originals.
Park. I've seen
Yeah.
Jurassic Park and two, Jurassic Park 1, 2, and 3.
You've seen the original
Um,
trilogy, yeah.
but I've seen the first movie like 3 or 4 or 5 times because it's
Hmm.
an amazing movie.
It's on the list. I'll watch it eventually.
Unbelievable.
I can never get around to it. I'm always like I'm never in the mood for it for some reason. One day I will be. But
You're
yeah,
not in the mood for dinosaur action?
not really.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. I did watch a
Okay.
Howard Hawks movie though. I watched
Oh, cool.
Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. Howard Hawks, of course, one of my favorite directors of all time. His Girl Friday, one of my favorite films of all time. Gentlemen Prefer Blondes is a early Marilyn Monroe movie. It's the music's fun. It's just like a fun studio Hollywood studio musical. I mean, it's exactly what you expect from it, exactly what you want from it. It's colorful. Marilyn Monroe has her Marilyn Monroe voice. Someone's clearly
Let's
singing
go.
for her, which is great. There's this point near the end of the movie where the other main female actor plays like pretends to be Marilyn Monroe, and she puts on like a Marilyn Monroe accent, which is absolutely hilarious. It is such a good time, and it's very typical Hollywood studio system. Nothing out of the ordinary here. You're not blowing any minds here, but when you just need like to just have a good time, I mean, there's just something so magical to me about Hollywood studio system musicals and just the Hollywood studio system of the 40s and 50s. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, and I know there is something very mechanical and formulaic about the way those films are made. And I get it and I appreciate that, but I don't know. There's just something weirdly nostalgic, even though like I'm not of the era. And maybe it's just because like when I was a kid, like my grandparents and stuff watched those kind of movies. So maybe there's something in that, but uh, it was just a good time. I really, I really had fun with it. And Howard Hawks is always great. And the music is always a good time too. So just another just filling in those final Howard Hawks films. Think I've seen almost all of them now. I don't know if there's maybe one or two, but that guy made so many fucking movies because
He
he's
probably
part of
has
the
like
studio
200.
system.
What do you mean you're
Yeah,
almost done?
I've seen a lot of Howard
Oh,
Hawks
it
movies,
says
man.
director of 42 films. Okay.
Really, that's not that bad.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not that bad.
especially for like someone of that era,
Yeah, for sure.
because those people like fucking yeah. I've seen. I guess I haven't seen as many as I thought I have. I've seen like a quarter of them, so I guess I have some Howard Hawks films to watch too. But
Honestly, if you've seen a quarter of his films, that those are
probably
probably
seen
the
all of
best
them.
ones.
I mean, yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen like all the big ones, right? His Go Friday, The Big Sleep, Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, Rio Bravos. I haven't seen Scarface though. I would be interested in seeing
Oh yeah,
Scarface.
Scarface. Scarface is a big one. Yeah. I've seen the De Palma
Oh
Scarface,
yeah, the De Palma. How
which I
many
which
are
which I
are there?
love.
3 versions of Scarface, or are there 4? I think
What are you
there's
talking
3.
about?
So there's Scarface from the 1920s. There's a Scarface that Howard Hawks did, and then there's the Brian De Palma Scarface.
I think 3 is. Yeah, I think 3 is.
Here, maybe we can look it up.
Yeah.
Let's see, Letterbox. Okay, there's 1, 2. Well, there's gonna be a new one
Cool.
from Luca, the guy who did Call Me by Your Name.
Right. Okay.
So I guess now there's 3. I guess the Howard Hawks one was the original. Interesting. I swear there was one from like the 20s.
Nope.
Well, that's that. Is there anything else? Oh, I watched the Bo Burnham Inside Out takes, which you watched too, right?
I did too. Yeah. It was fun.
Yeah. I liked it.
Watch while
I think
worked.
it's like it's what I wish YouTube was. Like it's very,
As
it's
opposed to what?
just like the like vlogger kind of fucking, you know,
There's stuff other
um,
than that.
there is, but like the big stuff is all that. Like I wish like more of YouTube was like, sometimes I feel like YouTube takes itself too, not YouTube, but like the people on YouTube kind of take themselves too seriously. And what I like about this, of course, like the ads are silly and stuff, and like his little pop-ups are fun, but it's like simultaneously something that doesn't take itself seriously, but something that he clearly put like a lot of time and effort into, which it just feels like a lot of YouTube stuff is just very like producing content for like the sake of producing content. And I mean, it's kind of, I don't know if it's necessarily anyone's fault, but it's like, you have to constantly be pleasing your audience by constantly be making new content. So then you can never like there's never a break, there's never like time to like develop something of high quality. And that's not all of YouTube. There's plenty of YouTube that does do that kind of thing. I just wish that was more of YouTube, I guess.
I like the dance hall song. That was good.
It's fun.
That's the one thing I remember the most from it. That made me laugh. It sounded exactly like one of those songs.
Sure did. It's fun.
Yeah.
I liked it.
It's fine.
It was a good time. I had fun watching it. I like watching the process of the other artists, which, as much as like I enjoyed Inside, I think what I liked about this is like Inside's very like clean and like produced, where this is, I mean, it's still very much produced, but it feels a lot more like not showing behind the scenes, 'cause that's not really the right thing, but it feels more honest, I guess, in that sense, even though they're very different, but they're also kind of, I mean, it's the outtakes from Inside, so it's good. It's a good time. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the experience.
If you liked Inside, you'll probably like the outtakes.
Yeah. I would say so. If you didn't like Inside, you're not going to like the outtakes. That's pretty much where it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's just more Bo Burnham.
Yeah, more Bo Burnham, My impression is that like Bo Burnham, like he made Inside. Super celebrated. Everyone loved it. But it appears he had felt no catharsis. It just appears as though he like nothing happened with him. Like it produced no catharsis for him. So I find that's kind of funny. He's just, it's just he's just as miserable as ever.
Hilarious. People's misery is hilarious.
Hilarious, yeah. It's just like it sucks.
No, yeah. I agree. I'm interested to see what Bo Burnham does next. Maybe he gets back into like directing, or maybe he does a stand-up special. I don't know. I'm excited to see, always love Bo Burnham, but maybe he'll just make 10 more Inside movies, and that's just the rest of his career is just making.
Well, yeah, he announced it at the end of the outtakes.
Each year he'll just make an Inside movie.
Inside 2, Inside 3.
Hey, people will watch it. They'll watch it every year. So do what you want, Bo Burnham. Live your best life. Hopefully you'll find some comfort from it eventually. Hopefully.
No, there will be no comfort. There's no comfort.
It's just
Definitely
pain. It's
not.
just constant suffering. That's life
Yeah,
for
it's
you.
just like there's nothing, you know.
That's
Yeah.
art. You just suffer and then you die. And that's it.
That's fine. I did watch Hustle. I saw Hustle. I've been
Was
watching a
that
lot
good?
of I've been watching like a lot of, like I said, but watching a lot of Adam Sandler movies because he fascinates me. And yeah, mostly because I heard a Hustle and I was like, okay, well, let's watch a bunch of Adam Sandler movies, and kind of work my way up to Hustle, and great movie. It's really good.
Okay. It's on my
Really
list.
liked it.
I thought about watching it. I mean, I love this new Adam Sandler renaissance we got going on.
I mean, do you like underdog sports movies? Does
Yeah.
that appeal to you at all? Then just like,
Yeah.
this is like
Okay.
a boilerplate underdog sports movie.
I figured.
Adam Sandler, he's like a talent manager. Adam Sandler loves sports. It's
Yeah.
very clear. He loves basketball, especially, I think.
Yep.
And, it's basically probably just a passion project he put together where it's about basketball. And it has tons, of course, of basketball cameos.
Famous basketball players. Great.
Basketball players play some major roles.
Nice.
I believe the underdog athlete in the movie is played by a real basketball player.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very boilerplate. It doesn't really do anything to reinvent the wheel, but it's totally enjoyable and just nicely made. And I think like it's directed by someone that you're familiar with. I think you've watched this movie before. You probably should check.
Here, let me look.
Like, it does not look like an Adam Sandler movie. It looks pretty good. It looks good.
Oh, yeah, it's the guy who did We the Animals, which I liked a lot. Okay. Very cool. Yeah. Jeremiah
It's also
Sager.
Yeah.
What else were you gonna say? It's also
I was gonna say, like, the music in the movie is composed by Dan Deacon, which kind of shocked me. That was really weird. Dan Deacon is a musician I really like from Baltimore. He produces like kind of like this new classical, like electronic music. Like he's been making stuff since like the 2000s. So it was really weird to hear his music in the movie, in an Adam Sandler movie, because he produces things for like indie documentaries and stuff like that. So that was kind of funny to see.
That's great. Good for him. LeBron James is a producer on it. Is he in it?
No, he's not in it.
Okay.
But tons of basketball guys are in it. Like Dr. J is in it. The movie takes place primarily in Philadelphia.
Okay.
So because it's about the 76ers. Not really about, but they're a big part of the movie. So like Dr. J is in it. And there's a bunch of people in it.
Dope. Yeah, it looks like a lot of the producers here are basketball players. So I imagine that they had a hand in the film. But yeah, that looks dope. I'll definitely give that a watch.
I mean, yeah, if you just want to watch something kind of nice and chill, throw it on, watch a good Adam Sandler performance, cute, funny, like I said, boilerplate, but still enjoyable. Just throw that on and it's completely fine, nice level experience. Good. Yep. And yeah, like another not really a movie, but I will shout out the new Stavros Halkias comedy special, stand-up comedy special. Stavros Halkias, stand-up comedy, one of the co-hosts of the Cumtown podcast. He has a new stand-up for free on YouTube called Live at the Lodge Room, and it's a good stand-up special. I don't really watch a lot of stand-up, but it's probably the best one this year. It's probably going to be the best one to watch this year. So he's funny. He's silly. He's got a good voice. He tells some funny stories about his family. It's good. Yeah.
That's great. Emily and I watch a lot of stand-up specials, especially on like a Friday or Saturday night, because it's a nice thing to like turn on and like, drink a couple of beers or whatever and turn on. We are actually seeing a couple, like we're going to like a actual show. We're going to one next weekend. Nate something, I can't remember his last name. It starts with a B. We're seeing him next Saturday. And then we're seeing John Mulaney September 15th. So
Okay, you're gonna see John Mulaney live. Okay.
yeah, I'm excited. I've only ever been to one live comedy performance before, and I'd never gone to a comedy performance where I like knew the comedian before. So I'm really excited because I really like these comedians, even though I can't remember the name of the first guy. Emily, do you remember the name of the guy we're seeing? The comedian? It's Nate something. Bergatsky? Bergatsby? His stuff is on Netflix. We've
Okay.
watched it all. I think he's absolutely hilarious. Yeah, I said that too. I'm very excited. I've never gone to like a big comedy show before. Like I've only gone to like a comedy club a couple of times. So I'm pumped. I'm ready. I think this is gonna be a good time. I'm really quite excited.
Yeah, hopefully it's good.
Yep. And I'm going to a rodeo today. So that's not really movie
Oh, cool.
related, but
That's not movie related at all.
they make movies about rodeos. I'm sure there's movies. I have a friend who made a very good documentary about a rodeo.
Let's
I
go.
would shout it out, but I don't remember what the name of the documentary is. I will find
Wow.
it. I will find it and let you know in the future. But yeah, it's
That's
good.
all the beautiful. That's all the beautiful television I watched. All the beautiful cathode rays going to my eyes.
That's the only other thing that I'm just gonna briefly mention, just because I feel like I at least need to mention it, is I did go see the new Doctor Strange in theaters,
Okay.
and there's this review on Letterbox that I think is very accurate to the film, which is the review is basically there are parts that they let Sam Raimi direct, and that's a very accurate description of the movie. A lot of the movie feels very Kevin Feige, very Disney, and it's very
Very
clear
like
that they brought yeah, it's very clear that they brought Sam Raimi in at like the last minute because the thing about Thor Ragnarok is even though it has kind of some of the Disney stuff, it is a Taika Waititi film and it feels that way. And I think if Sam Raimi was on from the beginning, it would have felt that way because there are things in this movie that are very Sam Raimi and
Mhm.
they look good. There are some like genuinely really good looking moments in this film. And it's, it's as entertaining as any of these superhero movies are. It's definitely like middle tier Marvel, but at
Really
the end of the
selling
day,
it.
yeah. Uh, I really wish like it's very clear that
These
there are
movies
parts of
are
this film,
always going to be like this.
but like that's what I'm saying
They're
though. But Thor Ragnarok, I would argue is okay. It still is like that, but I would say it's the farthest away. And I was hoping like they were going to start moving in that direction, and I think that's what they tried to do with Eternals. But
he wanted to win an Oscar with that movie and he failed. Kevin
yeah,
Feige.
yeah. So I think that's so. The frustrating thing is Eternals is a bad movie, but it was like the first, other than the Thor Ragnarok, it was the first time that Marvel really like strayed away from their formula at all. But the problem is it was so bad that they're never going to do it again, and so the rest of these movies are just going to go back to like the kind of
They will always be. It's so depressing that these movies are just. That's why I just can never ever get on this bandwagon. These movies will always just be these middle of the road, for me anyway. Like these middle of the road like creations. You know what I
yeah,
mean? In which
yeah,
they do not offend or provoke or do anything all that interesting. And you know, for you, you go to theater, you watch it, you're just like, yep, that was a spectacle, and it was like perfectly fine. It's a
yeah,
spectacle for what it is, and if you like it, then I can't really like say that you shouldn't. But yeah, for me, it's just like they will always be like this, and it's like that was very depressing to me.
yeah. I can't help but agree. It's disappointing. I mean, I'm definitely going to go see the new Thor movie because I love Taika Waititi,
Right? I know, I
and it
know.
looks a
I
good
figured you were
time.
gonna go
But
see that one.
yeah, I'll probably continue to
Yeah.
see Marvel movies forever. But I don't know.
I don't know.
It's been just pretty disappointing. And honestly, like Emily and I did this thing where we rewatched a bunch of them. Most of them are much better in memory than they are in actuality. Uh, like the only good ones that I've rewatched, it's really just Iron Man, just the Iron Man movies that are worth a rewatch. The rest of them We haven't rewatched all of them, but I think we got up to like
Wait,
Avengers: Age of Ultron, and the Iron Man ones are really the only ones worth watching again. Or
and he died. He's dead.
he is dead, kind of, only kind of. He's kind of dead.
Oh yeah, I guess they have the multiverse where you can go into a universe in which Iron Man did not die.
Iron Man did not die, and
So
then also,
I guess that helps.
well, he's also like in the Spider-Man movies. He's like he's like the robot person. Like he's like the new Jarvis. So it's like he's there forever. Like they can't actually like the thing about Marvel is they could never actually kill anybody, which
I
is
heard that.
just
I heard
so
that.
cowardly.
You were talking about the Obi-Wan show earlier. I heard
Yeah.
that the Darth Vader voice acting in it isn't the actor anymore because he's like 900 years old.
James Earl Jones,
So yeah, James Earl Jones, he doesn't do it anymore because he's 900 years
so
old.
old.
So
Yeah.
I believe for the Darth Vader voice though, for that show, they use like an AI voice thing for it.
Why? Why not
So they
just
could
get a
do the
different
Darth Vader
actor?
voice.
That's so dumb. That sounds bad.
But it's not James Earl. It's I think it's true. I think like yeah.
No, I believe you. That definitely sounds like something Disney would do, but that sounds like a terrible idea.
So James Earl Jones will never ever die. He will never die.
He's long
His
live the new flesh.
long live the new flesh. Yeah. He will never die. We can just use his voice over and over again for things.
They're did you see that they're doing they're doing that with James Dean, except like they're actually like doing his whole
Yeah.
person.
He's been dead for so long though. That's crazy. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. I can't wait.
We never have to have another actor again. We just get pictures of
Just
everybody and we're
robots.
good. Yep, just robots. I guess it'll be cheaper.
Androids, cyborgs like Terminators.
Fun.
It's gonna be really
I'm
cool.
excited for that
Yeah.
future. Yeah.
You said that the Obi-Wan. I watched a video where these guys that I trust on YouTube watched like the first like 3 or 4 episodes of the show, and I think you said that like the first episode like nothing happens.
Yeah.
They watched like the first like 3 or 4 episodes, and they felt the same way.
Oh,
They just
solid.
feel like nothing
So
is happening.
it continues for nothing to happen. That's exciting.
But they liked it. They liked how kind of like low key it was, and how kind of like kind of a cutesy, kind of low key it was. It didn't feel too I don't know. It felt yeah, they just kind of like that it wasn't like a big, you know, prequel thing where like tons of shit is happening on screen. So they appreciated that, but I don't think I'm gonna watch it still.
Yeah. Although you should watch The Mandalorian because it's very good.
They also, yeah, I mean, I might watch the first season of that sometime, but
you also gotta watch Barry. The new season's all out now. So you gotta watch Barry.
Okay. I know.
You got shit to watch, Andrew. You got a lot of shit to watch.
I gotta watch all my TV. I can't wait to watch all my TV. My beautiful television.
Beautiful television. All right. Well, I'm out of movie
Yeah, I think that's
things.
it for today.
Yeah. Drained out. All right, y'all. Well, thank you for listening. Of course, you can find everything we do here at patreon.com/lifethroughfiction. And until next time.